Hello everybody. In today's video, I will be doing a challenge run on Animal Hospital. Now the challenge has 5 rules, but one of them didn't come into play a single time. First rule, I will be intern only. No class advantage, nothing. Second, we will not be using the cameras, so I cannot spot any of those anomalies that are only on the cameras. Third, I will not be using the shop a single time. Fourth, I will not be using the taser a single time. And fifth, I will ignore Barney at any chance that I see him, so as to not get an extra coffee machine or anything. Starting off, we have shift 1, which is going to be skipped because nothing happens. So moving on to the second shift, we get our first anomaly, the hollowed eyes animal, which I obviously close the shutter doors on him and he lives. And then a minute later, I get a stalker encounter, which is pretty bad luck because that's, minus insanity. Other than that, could have gone worse. During the treatment part, I run into the bed monster, which isn't super bad. Another room has the ceiling of eyes, so far, very well. But obviously, my luck can change very quickly. Shift 3 starts off with a headbanger and an anomaly, so I'm forced to take the 20 sanity damage so that I don't have to let the anomaly in. After that, we get our first Ron encounter, which is always nice to see. We love Ron. Shortly after, we get the first encounter of Rathu, always nice to see. But other than that, nothing insane happens during Shift 3. Now, during the treatment section of Shift 3, I get a skinwalker eating a patient, and I see a hider, but that's not a big deal. The skinwalker's a bit tricky to deal with, of course, but not really, you just hold it on him. It would suck if a patient died, but other than that, it's fine. To finish out Shift 3, I do surgery. It goes well. So far, so good. Nothing wrong. Now we move on to Shift 4. It starts with an instant anomaly. A visible one, so good on our part, but an immediate anomaly. Right after, we get a second appearance of Ron, which is of course great, we love Ron, followed by a hollowed eyes animal. I mean, so far, we have not had good luck. It's taken way longer than it should, right? I fix a camera, then I stop a skinwalker from eating one of my patients. Because, well, why wouldn't there be a skinwalker eating one of my patients? I don't know why I fixed the camera in the first place. I don't use those, but I did nonetheless. After that, I put out a fire in room 7. I then get a cursed photo, which sucks, but nothing I can do about that one. That's just a guaranteed sanity loss. Now, the rest of Shift 4, though, goes great. Nothing bad happens during the treatment part. Everyone's fine. Right up until the very last patient, which is an anomaly, who chases me around, and then I have to fight the anomaly, which loses a lot of sanity, around 35 or so. Now, finally, we're at the ambulance, the Shift 5 kind of ambulance, which is where the challenge will be ending, as long as I win, of course. If I lose Shift 5, the ambulance, I'll restart from the start and do it all over again. Now, to start off this ambulance, I grab a fire extinguisher in case one of them are on fire. No one is, though. So instead, I start with the room 6, doing the critical patient first. I follow up by going to room 4, because room 4 did catch on fire, and treat that side of the hospital first. Now, what I didn't expect was that these 3 patients on that side might make me lose that entire run. The one in room 4, I treat him, and then he decides it will be a fun idea to start a death ritual that leaves me at 22 sanity. Not great. And then the one in room 5 saw that and thought it'd be fun if he also did a death ritual, leaving me at 8 sanity. Now, luckily, since I have time and I can, spend the time, I decide to wait a couple minutes to get more coffee to build up sanity. After that waiting, I do room 7 and nothing happens. So I start on room 8 and finish the surgery. Amazing, runs over. Until I see that a monster is emerging in room 8. So I go back in there and save him for the second time in one shift. And then, finally, that is the end. As much as Ambulance Run wanted to get me to lose there, I managed to win with 0 animal deaths. And that is where, the end point of the challenge is. I completed the first 5 shifts, really only 4. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.